The city of Mobile, Alabama, is mourning the devastating loss of Traci Lavern McDuffie, a mother, friend, and cherished community member whose life was cut short in a heartbreaking and violent act on June 8, 2025. Those who knew Traci remember her as a beacon of strength, warm-hearted, loyal, and unwavering in her devotion to her children. Her life, filled with compassion and quiet resilience, ended in a way no one could have imagined, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and unimaginable grief. Traci's death is not just a statistic or a headline, it is the loss of a soul who brought light to those around her. Her absence is already being felt by the people she cared for most deeply. The tragedy that took her from this world unfolded not at the hands of a stranger, but in the most intimate and sacred space of all, her own home. It is a wound that will be difficult for the community, and especially for her family, to ever fully heal from. The unthinkable. A son's violence shatters a family in a series of events that have left Mobile in a state of sorrow and disbelief. Traci McDuffie was fatally shot multiple times by her own younger son. The horror of a child turning a weapon on his own mother is almost too painful to comprehend. Police reports indicate that she was shot at least 10 times, an act of unspeakable violence that sent shockwaves through the neighborhood. It remains unclear what led to this moment of devastating violence. Was it rage? Was it a cry for help? Or something far more complex, something buried deep beneath layers of family history and unspoken pain? While authorities work to piece together the motive, what remains certain is that Traci did not deserve to die this way. She was a mother who loved fiercely, and she should have been safe in the home she helped build. A brother's reaction, grief, protection, and irreversible consequences as the violence unfolded, Traci's older son found himself in a position no one should ever have to face. In a desperate bid to stop the bloodshed, he retrieved a weapon and fatally shot his younger brother, the very sibling who had moments earlier gunned down their mother. It was an act that has since divided public opinion, but many understand it as an instinctual, tragic response in a moment of chaos. Now, the surviving son lives with the unbearable weight of two losses, his mother and his brother, both of whom died within minutes of each other, both tied to one unspeakable act. Authorities continue to investigate the circumstances, and whether or not charges will be filed remains to be seen. But beyond the legal ramifications lies a deeper torment, the kind of sorrow that never fully lifts. Remembering Traci, her legacy of love and faith amidst the devastation, friends and family have come together to remember the woman Traci McDuffie truly was. A proud mother who worked tirelessly to give her sons a better life, Traci was known for her unwavering spirit, her gentle smile, and the way she made people feel heard. She was the kind of woman who gave more than she took and who made sacrifices many never saw. Neighbors have recounted how she always waved from her porch, how she greeted people with kindness, and how she never turned her back on someone in need. She volunteered at local events, supported her church family, and was always the first to show up when someone fell on hard times. Now, those same people gather to light candles, offer prayers, and speak her name in remembrance. A community in mourning. Searching for answers and healing, this incident has left the entire Mobile community shaken. It has raised critical conversations around mental health, family conflict, and the silent struggles many families endure behind closed doors. Community leaders are calling for increased support services, crisis prevention efforts, and intervention strategies that might prevent future tragedies like this from occurring. In the meantime, healing begins with remembrance. Churches have held vigils, neighbors have started meal trains for grieving relatives, and strangers have reached out to offer condolences. Traci McDuffie is gone, but her story remains, a cautionary tale, a plea for awareness, and above all, a tribute to a life that meant so much to so many. Holding on to her memory, the road ahead. Traci's legacy is not defined by the tragedy that ended her life. It is reflected in the kindness she gave, the strength she embodied, and the love she poured into her children. Though she is no longer physically present, her spirit lingers in every tear, every prayer, and every story shared in her honor. As the investigation into this deeply tragic event continues, one truth remains. The world lost a beautiful soul in Traci Lavern McDuffie. She was a mother, a nurturer, a friend, and her memory deserves to be preserved with dignity and compassion.